On today's Toy Spot, we're going to be looking at the Justice League Mission Vision. We're going to be looking at Darkseid. And aside from Battle Armor Lex Luthor, this was the very first villain to be released from the Justice League Unlimited or Justice League line. And it had many of fans clamoring to get these guys when they came out. So much so that finding him in stores was next to impossible. Finding him on eBay, on the other hand, was available, providing you were willing to pay a lot for it. The Justice League Darkseid here was released in a gray, as well as a very limited light color as well. At one point, the face was a whiter gray, and then they ended up swapping over to a more grayer gray. I only have the gray Darkseid, which is more accurate to the show anyways, so I'm not really losing much sleep over it. On the back of the packaging, yes, boy does this ever bring back memories. On the back of the packaging you can see what really was the start of the horrendous repaint after remold after remold after repaint of the Justice League figures. The figures in question, we've got Superman, we've got Wonder Woman, Batman, and Flash. The three, really aside from the fact that the Wonder Woman is a retool, that the legs are a little bit different, really all of them are reissues, except for the Batman of course being a repaint. Down below, yes, it gets even worse. We've got some Justice League cycles with the characters molded to the bikes, which was an ongoing trend with any bike toy. It's very, very few times nowadays that you find a hero or a toy figure that actually can come off these bikes. Usually they're molded. Then you can see several repaints of the figures here as well. The only thing really of interest in this set, aside from the Darkseid, is the Javelin. The very cool Javelin. The only figure I picked up from this set, I think I picked up the Wonder Woman. I don't know if I picked up the Batman or the Superman or not. I might have. I don't know. But I do remember getting the Solar. And I see the only thing is they don't actually give you the names of the figures on here. They just kind of give you numbers. But I believe that was like Solar Panel Superman or something like that. I'll do a review of him. But yeah, I mean, it's the ongoing trend, definitely repaints and reissues. But there you have packaging on Darkseid. I won't actually open this guy up. I was fortunate that I picked up one in package and I have one loose. So what I'll do is I'll do a review of the loose one, but you'll get the same idea because all the accessories are there. But stay tuned, guys. I'm going to do a review of the loose Darkseid figure, and so much more to come. And so here we have Darkseid. A very good representation of how he appeared in the cartoon. Michael Ironside voiced Darkseid very well. I thought he was a perfect choice for it. Frank Welker, I'm sure many remember him doing the original voice of Darkseid, which I find never really worked because I always just thought he sounded like Dr. Claw, which of course Frank Welker also did the voice for. But yeah, Michael Ironside did an excellent job on Darkseid. The figure, as I've already mentioned, does a great job of looking like his cartoon counterpart. He does come with accessories. I can tell you none of which I would put on display personally. The first thing you'll see here that he does come with a belt. He does come with a belt here. Oh, trying not to break it here. He does come with a belt. It works. I think if you're gonna have everything else on the figure, I think it's kind of lame. It's a bit lame. The reason why, if the belt works, is because he also comes with this. You'll remember in the package end of the review that Darkseid came with all this shoulder crap. So I mean, that's when you open up the figure, that's what you would have gotten. And has he worn that in the shows? No, he certainly has not. So I can tell you for a fact that I don't have him on display with this armor. He also does come with this firing missile launcher. Now, I don't have the missile for it, but the missile would have been on the end. You would have pressed the button to fire the missile. And as you can see here, it's got the motion. I'm trying to remember the name, the actual term for this. Is it lenticular? Is that the word? Guaranteed it's wrong, but it's one of those motion panels that they put on it. You can see there's Superman, there's Batman, and then there's Green Lantern. This also rotates. Why does it rotate? Who really knows? I really don't know. You can clip it onto his arm. This is so silly. I think you can clip it into his hand, because there's like a little peg actually in here, and the idea is he would hold it. It's got lame written all over it. So I mean, really, I don't ever have this guy on display with that. And this I would just take off altogether, put that aside, and finally take off his belt. Take off his belt as well. When you finally get all that stuff off, you'll actually appreciate that it is a nice looking figure. It is a nice looking figure. It is a little short, yes, but in the scale of like the Justice League figures, like if I bring in Superman, I mean he is appropriately scaled to Superman. You can see he's a fair bit taller than him, which is really the way it should be. In the way of Darkseid's articulation, you can rotate the head back and forth. You can move the elbows, or move the shoulders. You can bend the elbows. You can't rotate the waist or wrist or anything, but you can rotate the waist. You can bend the leg, and you can bend the knee. And really, for the size of it, I mean, it's, granted there's not a lot to it, but if you do collect the Justice League toys, I mean, certainly getting Darkseid is one that you'd want to get as well. You can overlook all the crap that he comes with. And actually, Darkseid was released, I believe, with Orion, and I want to say Mr. Miracle as a 3-pack as well. So if you missed your chance getting Darkseid for the initial first single card, you can also get him in the 3-pack as well. But that was a toy spot on the Justice League Unlimited, or actually it was still Justice League at the time, but it was Justice League, and we were looking at Darkseid. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Stay tuned for more Justice League reviews on the way, and I'll see you guys then. Later.